We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the... The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 5 now. Jones, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's a look at the starters defensively for Washington. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And this will go for 5 up to the 33. On 3rd down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. That'll make it 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Haskins to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin with a run by Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Get in the weight room. Check 37. Check 37.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Dexter Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Tate. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 25 yards that time. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, he's got his running back, Darius Geis. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Haskins back to the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So we reach. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Jones, a short throw to Ingram. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense? Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. It's hauled in by Shepard. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We got three.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Jones off the bootleg. And Ingram hauls it in. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah,
a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Howard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Haskins to throw. And this one completes a read. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Able to find his running back, Geis. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Haskins to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jones now going to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Tate. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. Catch made by Slayton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a giant first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go counter with Howard, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They run with Howard, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and get it with Geis, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Jones now throwing to start the drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. He's made 2. He's missed 1. This time for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll check it down to Geis. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Tate. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Giants, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.